How the heck are ya? Thanks for coming back for part 2, where we will be doing some nails based off of Chloe Price. And here's a peek at what we created in the last video in part 1. So if you'd like to check that out, I'll link it down below and put it up in the little, I don't know, one of those little boxes, whatever you call them. And in that video, I also show you how to apply the Koko and Claire Peel Off Base Coat so that you can wear it under all of your full coverage nails, whatever brand it may be, and you can wear them for as long as you want, but still be able to remove them in 15 minutes. The Koko and Claire base is hands down my nail product of the year. It shaved like over an hour off of my removal time. You don't have to clip them, file off your design, file the nails thin, then soak in acetone. All you do is just soak in water and pop them off. Plus you get to save them, which is really cool. You can just reapply them with acrylic or glue and wear them as press-ons, or even just display them. But anyway, I'm just going in with all of my base colors and doing 2 coats of each one on all of my nails, and then I will move on to the middle finger where we will start the Chloe portrait. In the meantime, I'll play this song that seriously I just needed to put in because it reminded me so much of the soundtrack in the game. All art starts with a single blob, so that's what we start with here. A big round pale blob for the face. And now a slightly darker blob for the neck and shoulders. Now we gotta dress this woman up. We can't have her going out like this. It would just be disrespectful. So we give her some straps, and we give her a neckline. And now she's all prettied up in a nice little tank top. Now, one of Chloe's most iconic features is her bright blue hair. So that's what we'll go in with now. Now we're just going in and slapping a lid on her head. Have you ever been to Lids, like the store? I always thought it was such a funny name for a hat store, but I feel like if humans actually had lids, it wouldn't go on our head, you know? Like, it's already covered, so like, why do we need another cover on it? Now to kind of mirror the other hand, we're gonna go on to draw a version of one of Chloe's t-shirts. I did try to draw the skull one, like the one she wears mostly in the first game, but I gave up. I couldn't. So here we are. We're drawing this Illuminati eye thing. So with this anarchy A thing, I feel like it is so much harder to draw simple things than complex things for me. Like, I can draw that Chloe portrait, no problem. I literally think this A took me more attempts and longer time. Anything that's just like a straight line or even a curved. Okay, I guess I just went full gremlin there. Let's try that again. Yeah, so this A is seriously more complicated to me to draw than anything else. I think it's because it's more obvious if you make a mistake, because that's it. It's just a couple of lines, so if even one of the lines is off, you can really tell. Now for the pinky, I'm just going in and we're gonna paint a little butterfly. Now I tried to give my butterfly some highlights, but if you want to recreate this, I do not recommend going with such a similar color, because once I have the black details on there, it kind of totally gets covered up. So make sure you choose something that's a little more contrasting. Last but not least, we go on to our thumb, and this lighthouse is 99% of the reason why I chose to wear such long nails. Like, no pressure, but this one had to turn out well. Like, this was the basis for so much of the design. I was kind of nervous doing it, but I think it turned out okay. It gave me a hard time in the beginning for sure, but we conquered it. We came out on top, okay? Just persevere. Now that white base layer I put definitely started me off on the wrong foot. So here's take one, and immediately I remove it and try again. And then I kind of get the outline I kind of like, and I cure it, and then I'm like, okay, no, I actually hate that, so we're gonna rub it off. So I buffed it off, and we're starting again. And I figured it was better to start from the top to the bottom, not that I, do this magnificent base and then have no room for the actual light of the lighthouse. So I thought that was a better strategy. now for the lighthouse's light, obviously I had to make it glow. So we're using a couple glow-in-the-dark polishes, a white for the kind of beams, and an orange for the actual bulb. And here is the finished look. Yeah, I think they rock. And I stared at my hands for a week straight. Here they are as they're glowing in the dark. And now I'm going to show you how I removed them with the peel base. So first I went in with a bit like this and just filed off the excess gel we used when we applied them. The little bit of extend gel that flooded over the free edge of your nail. And then after that I just soaked in water for 10 minutes and took an orange wood stick. Do not use a metal cuticle pusher unless you like to destroy your nails. Honestly, peeling them off was super satisfying and, well, a lot more satisfying than using e-file for like 40 minutes. The only thing was the peel base stayed on my nail, not on the tip, so my nails were sticky afterwards, and even after wiping them, they were still sticky, so I just had to go in with a buffer and buff off the peel base. But other than that, my nails are in perfect shape. I know they look a little crazy here, but they have some of the peel base left on there, so that's why they kind of look peely. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more geeky nails.